promises made. Times are changing. Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight? Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight? Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight? Do you believe that
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From Chaska High School, I'm Ryan Paul, joined by Eric Croucher tonight on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network for this Section 2-4A quarterfinal matchup between the number 4 seeded Chaska Hawks and the number 5 seeded Minnetonka Skippers. Hawks come into the game this season with a 19-7 overall record. Minnetonka comes in 14-12, just over 500 on the year. Eric, welcome into the broadcast tonight. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Eric, keys to the game, just give us kind of your starting lineup here for what these teams are going to need to do.
You know, this is a very interesting matchup here. 4-5, but you got two contrasting styles.
Right.
The matchups are going to be really the key here tonight. They don't match up very well, and so it'll be
make it interesting.
The winning team will be the team that can exploit that. I think Chaska really needs to exploit Cole Nicholson and what he can do. Minnetonka's bigs just they can't come out and then go back in.
Right.
Minnetonka, I'd like to see a lot of Jalen Deering.
Yep.
Slashing to the bucket, pop-up threes.
Yep.
They can get explosive at times. So it'll be an interesting matchup here to see who can go ahead to the semifinal round.
Well, the winner of this game, it depends. The location of the game will depend on who wins here tonight. Should Chaska win, the game will be played at Jefferson. Assuming the Jaguars lose tonight, we will flash up the bracket here a little later in the broadcast. But a whole bunch of games to get to tonight. We've got Eden Prairie and Chanhassen in the 1-7 game. We've got this game here tonight. We've also got the Prior Lake and who do they got? Shakopee? They got Jefferson tonight, and then you've got Shakopee and Edina tonight. So what out of besides this game, what other game do you think you're going to be watching tonight?
Prior Lake Jefferson. Prior Lake got that number 2 seed, and yes, they play in the South Suburban Conference, but what is their big win? They lost to this Minnetonka squad. They have the 2 big posts in Garcia and Jones, but they're still really the unknown, and so Jefferson style, we'll see if they can keep it low scoring and play with them.
It's a packed house here. We've got audio only due to MSHSL rules, but we're bringing you high school basketball. It's number 13, Andy Stafford, going against number 1, Parker Bjorklund, in a packed house at Chaska High School. Getting ready to tip the ball up. Official blows the whistle and it's tossed in the air. Bjorklund wins it back to Zach Leo. Hawks are working left to right in the all-purple uniforms on their home floor across your radio dial. Pass tipped up in the air and a quick steal by Minnetonka. John Martins off of an errant pass from Zach Leo was intended for Cole Nicholson. Skippers reset, working right to left in their gray uniforms with blue trim and white lettering. Jalen Deering, lob inside. Krinos interjects, and it's a tie-up on the baseline. Jump ball sticks with Minnetonka. Connor Krinos working against John Martins down low. Tie that one up. Minnetonka baseline inbound.
Yeah, I got a couple matchups here. Got to watch. Cole Nicholson will be guarded by John Martins. On the other side, you've got Matt Eliason guarding John Martins.
Jalen Deering misses a 3-ball, and here comes Chaska. Zach Lea crosses the timeline. Picked up there by Andy Stafford. Nicholson has it here. Goes around for Bjorklund. Now Zach Lea, the guard. Sophomore down low for the junior Nicholson. He spins around inside. A lot of contact. Nothing called. Misses his layup, but Matt Eliason's able to grab it offensively. Here's Bjorklund. He's going to take the baseline, going against Cam Steele. Bjorklund spins it around for Eliason. Now Krinos. Stutter step inside the paint, floater, and it's off. But Minnetonka rebounds. Here comes Jalen Deering with just under 17 to play in this quarterfinal matchup. Jalen Deering across with it. Gives it off now for John Martins. Martins right in front of the Chaska bench for Ben Homeister. Deering on the elbow. Across now. Right in front of the Chaska students to John Martins. Back up top for Homeister. Minnetonka swinging it around. Andy Stafford has it here on the other side in front of Chaska's bench. Up top now for Jalen Deering, the 5'9 junior guard. He dribbles off to the side, can't get anything doing. Now Cam Steele tries a long ball, it's no good. Nicholson's going to corral this rebound. He takes it in, Bjorklund down low, and it's blocked by Homeister, but a foul called. Excuse me, that's Cam Steele, the guilty party on that one. And the first foul of the game was a Cam Steele shooting foul, and Parker Bjorklund to the free throw line for a pair.
Yeah, and we talked pregame here about Cam Steele. He loves to extend the floor, go outside in the perimeter. Defensively, though, he's going to have a tough night with Parker Bjorklund.
1-0. Only point of the game has been this Bjorklund free throw. Head coach for Minnetonka, Ryan Freeberg, pleading his case to the official after that last call. Bjorklund can't complete the 2 free throw set. Minnetonka comes away. Here's Andy Stafford. He drops it into the backcourt for Jalen Deering, who brings it up. Glad you've joined us here tonight on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Bjorklund's got the only points of the game so far. It's the 1 free throw for Chaska's only point, the only point of the game. Here's Andy Stafford, pushes across now. Minnetonka still swinging it, yet to dribble it inside. Now Martins takes it to the paint, into the corner. Homeister for 3, and it's good. Ben Homeister, who averages 3.3 points per game, drains a 3 ball, and Minnetonka has a 2-point lead.
Yeah, you look at Ben, he's 6'6", but a lot of his points do come from the outside, so nice kick out 3.
Krinos down at the other end for Chaska, pushes it across for fellow guard Zach Leah. Bjorklund, 10-foot jumper is good. Knockdown jumper. Rare occasion to see Parker Bjorklund pull one out, but he hits it.
Yeah, that was actually right inside the 3-point line, so probably even a little farther out, maybe 15 to 18.
Yep. 2 points for Chaska, and it's all square at 3. Here's Martins. Kicks it around for Deering. He's guarded by Krinos. Nicholson pokes the pass away inside. It goes out of bounds. And it's called off of Chaska, so it'll be a Minnetonka ball. Bjorklund and Cam Steele going at it down low with the physical play. Gym's starting to fill up here even a little more. These two teams separated by about a 10-minute drive. High school. Maybe a little more than that. Start down Highway 41, turn right onto Highway 7, you're right there. Deering inside the paint. Travel, missed call. Krinos boxes out for the rebound after the shot goes off the back iron. Eliason puts one right through the legs, and Bjorklund receives it. Zach Lee is going to get called for a travel. He took one too many stutter steps, and with 14:46 left, a turnover in a tie game, Minnetonka ball.
Yeah, I mean, just again, looking at those matchups, and, John Martin's a real physical, lanky guy. That's going to be a tough one, actually, for Cole. He's going to have to work some outside shots here.
Martin's averaging just under 10 a game. He had a season-high 21 in a win over Chan back in early January. Minnetonka with it. Stafford inside. Travel. No shot. Andy Stafford called for a traveling violation. We're going the other way. Chaska gets the ball back.
One thing you can see from those last 2 possessions, or at least we can see, there was some contact, but they're going to let him play a little bit more physical here.
Leah pushes down for Chaska, gives it off for Nicholson. Now it's back around Bjorklund to Leah. Leah looking for an option, kicks it into the corner for Nicholson. Nicholson on the baseline for Chaska, spins it around and in! A nice reverse layup for Cole Nicholson. 5-3. Here's John Martins. He pushes it across for Andy Stafford. Good ball screen set. Bjorklund tried to jump a passing lane, but Minnetonka sticks with it. Here's Deering. Pushes around for Martins now. Martins guarded by Eliason. Eliason getting bodied down low. Bjorklund's there for a block. Ball comes loose. Krinos the rebound. Here come the Hawks, up by 2. Leah takes it all the way in. Up to the rack, misses a finger roll, but Bjorklund's there for the offensive board. Puts it up with the left, then he gets it to drop. 7-3. Reverse, or go ahead.
Yeah, that's Parker's game, isn't it?
Yep, the left-handed hooker. Steele from 10, it's way too short. Probably a little longer than that, and it's way too short. Krinos comes away. Stops up. 3 balls. Just off. Little trigger happy from the Chaska junior there. Here's Deering. Crosses the timeline. Left to right. Good pace so far. Very little whistles. Only 1 foul. Here about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, both these teams love to run the ball, get in transition. One thing you're going to see from Martins and Stafford, they're not jump shooters. They go to the hoop.
Deering inside. Contested by Krinos. It goes out of bounds. Chaska ball. Substitutions onto the floor here for the first time tonight. See number 12, Aaron Severson, as well as number 31, Gavin Patton. Checking in for the Skippers. Marcus Peters onto the floor for the Hawks. Zach Leah brings it up across the timeline. Kicks it off for Bjorklund now. Big to big. Nicholson to Peters. Passing lane jumped and comes right here up by us, and it goes out of bounds. Chaska ball.
Yeah, Aaron Severson, number 12, missed about the first half of the season, had an injury and then an epidectomy, so he missed the first half coming off of the football season.
That's a quarterback, isn't it?
Yep, star quarterback.
He looks like it.
Yep.
He looks like it. Here's Peters for Chaska. Kicks it off for Bjorklund. Bjorklund takes the baseline, but he's called, with a blocking foul called. It's going to go against number 31, Gavin Patton. Second foul of the game against the Skippers is on Gavin Patton.
There's not too many times you'll see Coach Coleman get out-animated. Tonight will be the night. Yep. Ryan Freeberg.
Yep. Freeberg, the second-year head coach. He's got a long coaching history. Number of JUCOs and small colleges. Is Nicholson draining the 3-ball. Timeout, Ryan Freeberg. He's all the way on the floor, screaming at his players. It's a full timeout for Minnetonka. We're going to go to break. Chaska with a 10-3 lead when we come back.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Welcome back to Chaska High School. Ryan Paul, Eric Krauscher with you. A nice run put together here by the Chaska Hawks. They hold a 10-3 lead coming off of the Minnetonka timeout. Coach Ryan Freeberg was fired up, to say the least, as he whistled for that full timeout after the Nicholson 3-ball. We're coming out, and Minnetonka has an inbound on the baseline. Jalen Deering pushes ahead for his very own Minnetonka Skippers. Just about 12 minutes and 15 seconds left here. Deering catches, steps inside. Blocked down by Nicholson. Here's a 15-footer from Gavin Patton. It's good. Minnetonka back on the board.
Yeah, when you can get a guy off the bench like Patton who scores about 8 points a game, he had 39 in a win over Maranatha earlier this season. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Nicholson to Fitz down low. Beautiful basketball. A one-timer. Fitz with the first points is his night. 11:48 left. Here from Chaska. Section 4, sit in the corner. Severson's open. Now he drives inside. Severson fouled. Marcus Peters a little too aggressive with the hands and a hack. 2 free throws ahead of Aaron Severson.
Yeah, some of it is knowing who you're guarding. Aaron Severson, he's a quarterback who's there's a backup here, and you almost got to let him shoot a little bit. And they let him. He missed a 3-pointer earlier.
He makes the first free throw. We'll see some substitution. Matt Elias onto the game. We'll also see A.J. Tolliver, the junior guard for Minnetonka, out of the floor. 14-9, Minnetonka crawling in here. Cutting into that once was 10-3 Chaska lead at the last break. 10 minutes left, just over that mark, matter of fact. 4-point game. Zach Lee in the backcourt. He's guarded back there by A.J. Tolliver. Elias in, entry pass Nicholson on the baseline, kicks it off, wide open Marcus Peters, Trey just off, Bjorklund on the offensive rebound and puts it back up for 2. Parker Bjorklund an offensive board and score. Here's Minnetonka now. Tolliver across for John Martins. Back up top for Tolliver. Leah gets set on the ball screen. Tolliver picks it, he picks back up Tolliver though. Entry pass out of the reach of Gavin Patton. Chaska comes away free. Nicholson steps inside, gets called for a beautiful play by Cole Nicholson. What a play. He stood on the baseline, pulled up a jump shot, went into the contact and got it to drop. What a shot for the and one. Wow, is all you can say.
I'm kind of speechless. That's an NBA play right there.
It's plays like that where we wish you could do video during these kind of things.
Yeah, and Cam Steele picks his second follow-up. I think he was coming out of the game anyways. Like I said earlier in the telecast, just a tough matchup for him.
Nicholson to try to complete the three-point play. Stands at the line, spins it around, and puts it up. It's good. 19-10. Chaska back up 9.
Yeah, you got 15 of the 19 points coming from the bigs from Chaska, Bjorklund, and Nicholson.
One of the big differences is the pace of this game. You see Chaska able to control the pace, speed it up a little bit. They'll win some ball games. They'll be able to lead some ball games. But you go back, look at those Jefferson games, even the Cooper games a little bit. When the opposing team controls the pace, slows it down on them, that's when they really struggle as the ball goes out of bounds.
Well, like I said earlier, Chaska doesn't terribly match up well with this team, so you can't just go that half-court type game. They're just not going to win that type game. So pushing that pace, making Minnetonka make mistakes, what you got to do. Minnetonka
ball right in front of the Chaska bench. Tolliver inbounds it. Severson gives it off now for Gavin Patton. Back up top for Severson. Minnetonka swinging. 9:06 left. Here's Martins. Severson. The 6'1 junior guard, football quarterback. Kicks it off now for Tolliver. Gavin Patton got Leah to jump, but he missed his jump shot. Outside, Severson. 3-ball, no good. Bjorklund skies for the rebound. Here's Zach Leah right in front of our table with 8:30 to go. He pushes across. Gives it for Eliason. Here's Connor Krinos now. Zach Leah catches. Hawks controlling here early. 8.5 left in the first period. Nicholson had it poked loose from him. Called for a travel. Probably a good call. It looked like he might have got it poked loose from him, but he did pick it back up and traveled with it. So a turnover, and Minnetonka gets the ball back here with 8:22. We're going to see some substitutions as Severson and Tolliver exit. Chaska students are letting the Cam Steele hear it right in front of them. She starts to clap a little bit. Now a blocking foul against Zach Leah. John Martins drew the contact with 8:13 to go. A foul against Leah.
Yeah, I mean, Martins, when he's being guarded by Eliason, he's a whole head taller. So, that's one thing. They haven't spotted him up at all. He's caught the ball on the outside in the perimeter. I'd switch that up.
Interesting. They're both listed as 6'3". You tell me.
I think Eliason's about 5'10".
Yep. Chaska fans displeased with a call right in front of them. Blocking foul called against Cole Nicholson. That's his first one of the game. Martin's the inbound. He's guarded by Eliason. Gets it in for Deering. Minnetonka in front of the Chaska students. They're working right to left. Have it in their offensive possession here. Patton. Deering swinging it around. Fake pass inside. Minnetonka still pushing. Here's Stafford. Inside now for Haas. Just checked in. Haas traveled. Nothing called though. John Martins inside the paint. Kicks it out immediately though. Deering from NBA range. It's off, but an offensive rebound by Pete Haas. He goes back up with it and sinks it.
Yeah, Cole smart there. He could have picked up a second foul by trying to contest. He was smart. Just let him have the basket.
Leah across for Chaska. Takes against Deering. Picks up his dribble though. Kicks it for Eliason. Now it's jumped inside for Bjorklund. Going against Haas. Bjorklund takes it up off the window. It's no good. Rebound defensively by Andy Stafford. Here come the skipper. Stafford pushes ahead. Kicks it off now for John Martins. Martins inside with the right hand. No good. Offensive rebound though. And now a foul called. If that's against Nicholson, that's number 2.
I think it's going to be Parker actually.
You got Parker Bjorklund pushing off. It'll be Parker's first foul of the game. 5th foul against Chaska.
Well, Coach Freeberg sent Peter Haas to the basket after Correct. To the bench or off the bench here when Parker got that offensive rebound and bucket. Well, that's 2 offensive rebounds here for Peter. He's out there to do that.
Minnetonka the baseline inbound. Deering catches in the backcourt. Swings it around now. Working across the double team. Patton inside for Martins, Stafford, who's struggling to get anything going here. He steps inside, immediately has to give it up. Now Martins going against Bjorklund. He dribbles across, passes off. Stafford, Deering had a pass stolen away with 6:37 left. Eliason with it. Pushing across for Chaska. Here's Bjorklund. Krinos, no, and the 3-ball, 4-3 ball. Here's Eliason off the offensive board, kicks it off. Bjorklund, Leah, Krinos. Leah inside. Nice pass for Bjorklund. Then a bucket. What great offensive basketball from Chaska so far.
Holy moly. Oh, my goodness. Head first dive from Matt Eliason.
Right in front of us.
I think what you're seeing offensively from Chaska is they're running their sets very, very hard.
Matt Eliason came head first right in front of us here. 6:06 left. We're all safe here. I hope Matt Eliason is okay. 21-12. Again, audio only due to some MSHSL regulations for section tournaments. We're glad you've joined us nevertheless. Stafford crosses over, steal by Chaska. Eliason back on the floor. What do you know? Chaska gets a steal. Here they come with numbers. Bjorklund takes it up inside, off the glass, no good. Gets his own board. And a foul called against Minnetonka before Bjorklund could get it up. That's against number 21.
31.
With 31, Gavin Patton. That's number 3 against Gavin Patton. Nicholson back out of the floor. They'll line it up here. A stack set off the inbound play. 5:43 left, first half. Peters catches, dribbles around, right to left, crosses over, hesitates, gives it inside for Bjorklund. Bjorklund, a bullet pass into the corner. Krinos pulls one. It's good! Connor Krinos for 3.
Yeah, much needed points from the guards. A lot of it was coming from the forwards. So if you're going to pull a team away from those bigs, got to hit some shots.
The fans are getting into it. Here's Minnetonka playing down 12. Andy Stafford kicks it off for Homeister. That's Cam Steele. And now Aaron Severson back into the game, kicks it away for Stafford. They're swinging it around. Jalen Deering, Jersey Untucked, kicks it inside. Cam Steele steps off. Andy Stafford for 3. No good. Chaska rebound. Parker Bjorklund gives it up for Nicholson. They're coming across the timeline. 5 minutes to play. First half. Connor Carino's in the corner, opposite to where he just drained the last one. Nicholson inside. And a foul called against Minnetonka as Nicholson drove to the basket. It'll be on the floor. Haas's first foul of the contest. Krinos will inbound for Chaska on the baseline. Krinos inbounds for Bjorklund. Left-handed fader is no good. 5 minutes left here. Minnetonka possession. Patton, that's Jalen Deering. Pushes off Krinos, fades away, way short. Chaska the board. Jalen Deering not shooting too well tonight.
Yeah, the one thing I've seen from Minnetonka is I'm not sure what they're trying to do.
Right, I would agree.
They got to get back to what works.
Peters a money ball. They're putting it on him. Timeout. Ryan Freeberg, 27-12. Ryan Freeberg doesn't know what to say as his team is down 27-12 with 4:22 left. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back. You're watching Section 2 Class 4 basketball.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
We're back in action from Chaska High School. It's a Minnetonka timeout we're coming out of. 27-12. Hawk lead on Minnetonka in this quarterfinal matchup. Winner will presumably get Eden Prairie. Anything can happen in the 1-8 matchup with Chanhassen. And they'll move one step closer to that beloved state title or state tournament bid. Chaska steal. Parker Bjorken comes coast to coast and gets it to drop with the left hand. They're putting it on him right now. Ryan Freeberger just shaking his head in disgust.
Well, it starts with defense, and Coach Freeberger and I talked in December about Chaska's ability to always be in games because of that defense, and it's showing.
Minnetonka's just pulling shot after shot, and they're not getting any rebounds, and Chaska's able to capitalize off of almost every possession. Creno's down low for Nicholson. 3.5 left here in this one. Bjorklund all the way, offensive foul. Yep. Severson took a charge. Bjorklund went right into him. It's a good call. Offensive foul. It'll be the second of the game against Parker Bjorklund. Severson needs to fix his shoe. He'll find a spot on the bench.
Got Riley O'Connor, a sophomore. I haven't typed his name one time this year out in the court here.
Do you cover both of these teams, for your respective beats? And I know you know both of these teams well. Tony DiLorenzo, our PA announcer here in the arena tonight, is also very familiar. He is the PA arena announcer for both of these teams as well. Jalen Deering to the rack and gets it to float in. 29-14 lead with 3 minutes left in this first half. Here's Peters. Guarded by Riley O'Connor. O'Connor averaging 0.8 points per game. Eliason streaking. Can't get the finish though. He's hustling back on defense. Deering drops off for Martins. Minnetonka has to slow up. Chaska's defense really looking phenomenal so far in this one. Martins inside. Zach Leah guards it. Martin spins around inside. Offensive foul. Zach Leah took a charge. Oh! Marcus Peters took a charge.
You know, one thing when you don't match up, you have to collapse on defense. A lot of help defense. Chaska's been there almost every time. Minnetonka's really had to stop their drive a lot, kick out because they just can't get to the hoop.
2.5 left. 29-14. The 4 seed leaves the 5 seed. Chaska's fans are ecstatic with their team's performance so far. The Chaska student section, which fills up pretty much all their allotted space, is being very, very loud too. Connor Crenos for the Hawks in their offensive possession. Nicholson with the aggressiveness takes it inside, and he's called. He's holding. Going to go against John Martins, I believe. It will.
Between last year and this year, is there a better high school student section than Chaska basketball?
I gotta see your point there.
They have a lot of fun. They make a lot of noise.
They do. They love it. One of the best student sections in the state overall. They got the great hockey. Got the great hockey student section this year. They had some football love as well. Here's Nicholson after sinking the first free throw. He's at the line, and the second one is good. Minnetonka playing it from behind for the last 2 minutes here. That's what we have left. 31-14. Riley O'Connor dribbles inside, kicks it off for Deering though. Back off for John Martins. O'Connor, jab step, can't do anything with it, gives it back off for Deering. Now Deering takes it inside, gets cut off though. Peter Haas kicks it away for Martins, who knocks it down. Homeister, who knocks it down. 90 seconds left. 31-17. Parker Bjorklund leads the game with 11. Homeister and Deering both have 6 for the Skippers. Nicholson with 10 for the Hawks. 1:20 left. Crenos going against Haas. Floater. A lot of contact. Gets his own rebound though. Kicks it off. Leah to the hole. Got it!
He was gonna
Leah streaking. Got the bucket.
I think he thought about dunking it.
He thought about dunking it, and would have that been a monster dunk. He was going in there with speed.
Yes, he was.
All the way back down at the other end. Martins kicks it off. Peters gets a steal off of that errant pass, though. Here come the Hawks. Go ahead.
Slow it down.
Here's Marcus Peters with 50 seconds left in the first half before we hit halftime. Zach Leah panting with 36 seconds left. He stands at the timeline. We're going to let this one run off, I'd imagine, as much as we can. 33-17. Chaska's largest lead of the night, 17 points. Minnetonka's only held that 2-point lead. Back at 3-1. 20 seconds left. Leah's still holding right in front of the scorer's table. Now they're going to double team him. And a foul called on O'Connor. That's got to make Ryan Freeberg mad. Don't know what you're doing there. He ran right into him.
They did not have a foul to give.
Nope. He will shoot 1 and 1. We'll see Spencer gets check in. Andrew Fix as well. Aaron Severson back into the game for Minnetonka. 16.8. Zach Lee at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 1 and 1. And the first one is good. He'll get one more. Leah for the second. Dribbles one time. Puts it up and it's good. 35-17 with 15 seconds left. Jalen Deering across for Minnetonka. Guarded by the freshman Spencer Getz. Now Getz switches off. Guards Severson. 8 seconds left. Deering pulls up from 15 and it's good. Knockdown shot from Jalen Deering as time expires. The Chaska heave no good. We go to halftime. The score 35-19. Leading scorer for Chaska is Parker Buroka with 11. Cole Nicholson has 10. Deering with 8 for Minnetonka. We're going to go to break. Eric, your first half impression before we hit the commercials.
You know, one thing I was pleasantly surprised with was the bench production from Chaska, and that's going to be something that they need a little bit here in the playoffs. You know, Marcus Peter hits a big 3, but he also had a charge. He also had 2 steals.
Yep.
Andrew Fix had a cutting basket from Cole Nicholson. They need a few good, plays from those guys to kind of supplement that starting lineup.
Yep.
And then, for Minnetonka, again, they were just a little chaotic at the beginning. We're able to get a couple Deering baskets late, but a 16-point hole for a team that doesn't score a ton, that's going to be tough.
Chaska led by as much as 18. We'll come back for the final 18 minutes of play after this break. 35-19 at the half of this quarterfinal matchup. We'll also bring you some updates from around the section. We'll be right back.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Soras!
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back, Chaska High School. We got a 35-19 halftime score. I'm Ryan Paul, bringing my partner tonight, Eric Krauscher. With just about ready to get things going here in the second half between Chaska and Minnetonka. The Hawks dominated that first half, quite possibly one of their best halves of basketball all year. The lead got 35-19 score. Parker Broken led Chaska with 11, Cole Nicholson with 10. First half impressions, getting what did each team need to go to the second half?
Well, you got Chaska's defense really started their offense, and when Chaska's winning ball games, and they won 19 this year.
Yep.
That was the big thing. It starts with defense, and everyone seemed re-energized after a tough finish to the season. I thought that was an important 18 minutes for them to coming off a loss.
Of course, you're talking about that Cooper loss that Chaska suffered in the conference title game. It was a 69-53. Really, Cooper dominated all aspects of that game. Matt Eliason right in front of us, inbounds for Zach Lee, and we're underway. Hawks are now working right to left across your radio dial, TV screen. I guess it's not a radio dial, but Jalen Deering picks Zach Leah's pocket, takes it to the hole. Can't get the lay in the drop, but he gets fouled, and Zach Leah gets called for the hack, and Jalen Deering will go to the free throw line for a pair.
Bit of deja vu. That's how we started the first half. Deering picked his pocket.
Yep. "12 seconds in, Zach Leah fouls Deering, and the first free throw is good."
Yeah, Deering is, I believe, the half-brother or related to Riley Deering, former Minnetonka player.
Yep.
Was on the bench for the Final Four for Wisconsin, now at Bethel University in Roseville.
Is he an 05 graduate? Does that sound right? Or
05 would have been a long, long, long time ago.
Maybe it was 09. I don't know.
I think Riley's probably about
I might have been looking at the wrong. Yeah, I might have been looking at the wrong one. Anyway, Matt Eliason comes all the way down. Connor Krinos misses a 3-ball short.
Too quick.
Yep, a little trigger happy on that one. With 17:31 left.
They're filing in here still.
Yep. Filling up some seats. Corner 3-ball. Good! Cam Steele. Minnetonka had the ball, and Cam Steele found himself open in the corner. Freeburg's fired up for Minnetonka. 35-24. Back to an 11-point deficit. Zach Leah for Chaska. Chaska got to be careful not to let this slip away. Bjorklund, 2 at the rack. Jalen Deering against Connor Krinos. A nice fancy move, but he misses the layup. And Matt Eliason, wonderful rebound. And they'll get John Martins for reaching in off that rebound.
Well, he pulled the ball down between a 6'3" and a 6'7" guy.
Yep.
But yeah, he's 6'3" too, he said.
Yeah, I don't think so. 16:50 left, 37-24. Matt Eliason down low off the entry pass from Leah. He gives it in the corner for Connor Krinos. Krinos returns back into the corner after dribbling out. Gives it for Bjorklund. All the way across the floor. Zach Leah to the hole. Fouled. 2 shots forthcoming. Zach Leah.
Sometimes you go straight up, you get your shot blocked. Well, in that instance, Zach did a nice job bringing the ball down, changing levels, kept the ball away from the arms, and draws the foul.
16.5, roughly. Zach Leah gets a pair. First one is up, spinning around, it's good. Go around the section here in a minute and give you some updates. All of the high seeds were leading at the break. Prior Lake was up 23-20 on Jefferson as Leah comes off the free throws. And Shakopee was down to Edina by 2 at the half. That's a 30-28 score. And Chanhassen getting routed by Eden Prairie 44-27 in the 1-8 game. $16 left. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Minnetonka ball. Freeburg still in the ear of the referee, and I think if he's not careful, he's gonna get a see here soon. Martin's inside, kicks it off. Stafford. Gavin Patton's been on the bench for about 15 minutes here with 3 fouls. Hold before the shot. They're going to get Parker Bjorklund, I believe.
No, it's going to be Matt Eliason.
Is it? I couldn't tell who it was there through the traffic.
That's what Freeberger was yelling at the entire time.
That would make sense.
They were just going back and forth. Steele was trying to get position. Matt was trying to stay in front of him and kind of wrapping around the hip a little bit.
So Minnetonka on the baseline. They lob it all the way into the backcourt. Moving screen set by Steele. Nothing called, though. I think the referee couldn't get his whistle in his mouth quick enough. Martins across the lane. Inside. Kicks it off into the corner. Homeister for three. No good. Leah the board for Chaska, but it gets pushed right away from him, and Stafford goes back up with it. He's fouled.
That's that guy's call! Come on! Dude, he's right there!
That was Jeff.
15:49 to go.
Dude, there's a guy right there! He's getting paid too! God darn it!
Andy Stafford at the free throw line. First one is good.
Sometimes you just got to let the crowd breathe a little bit. Do the job for you.
I was trying not to laugh. Oh, boy. Stafford for the second one, 38-25. Good.
We know your position there, Sweep!
Carino's up ahead with it for Chaska. Crosses over, goes through the legs, hesitates, backs out. Andy Stafford guard again. Here's Parker Burokin right in front of the Chaska bench. Kicks it back for Carino's, though. Zach Leah has it for Chaska right in front of his students. Across the court. He's being held by Deering. Now it's all the way across. Connor Carino's has it. Pushes away for Bjorklund. Carino's back inside. Nicholson down low going against Martins. Kick gets poked out of his hand. It'll be Chaska ball.
Yeah, Minnetonka clearly talked at halftime about pressuring the ball a little bit more. I thought they did a good job away from the ball in the first half, but they were too loose, and now they're right on the guy.
Yep. Leah, inbound for Chaska. Nicholson takes it. Going to get a push call, and John Martins, the guilty party on this one.
That'll be 3 on Martins.
So 3 on Martins and 3 on Patton. If you're Chaska, you're sitting pretty happy right now. Got 7.6 points per game with 3 fouls and 9.5 points per game with 3 fouls. Some pretty consistent producers for the Hawks. Down low, Nicholson. Spinning pass for Eliason. Here's Zach Leah, pulls it out, hesitates on a 3 ball, gives it away for Eliason, who goes inside. Airborne pass, Carino's up, kicks for Leah. Leah takes it inside to the hole. Wonderful move by Zach Leah. 2 dribbles and he's there.
Zach has had a great game, both on defensively and offensively. He's got 9 points now. That's a huge lift.
Leah guards Stafford on the other end now. Deering, high up in the air. 3 ball, no good. Chaska boxing out with ease, and Zach Leah comes down with this one. 40-26. 14:34 to go. Carino's for Chaska. Nicholson outside. Nicholson with 10 points all in the first half. Yet to score in this frame. Leah, Bjorklund down low. Bounce pass fading away. It's just a bit too short. Eliason tried to tap it up there. But Minnetonka came back down with it. Here comes Martins with speed. Kicks it off. Now for Homeister. Down low. Into the corner now. Stafford has it for Minnetonka. Deering. Dump pass inside for Martins. Back outside. Stafford all by himself. It's good. Minnetonka for 3, man. That's Andy Stafford.
Got to hit that one.
Yep.
Wow.
He had a lot of time with that one, and if you miss it, you're not going to be very happy. Dana Coleman needs a timeout. We'll talk things over here. We'll get 60 seconds of break time, and then we'll come right back. You're watching high school basketball in London, Chevrolet, Chaska.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and
Back in action here. We're coming out of the Chaska Hawks timeout. 40-29. Here's Bjorklund. Gives it for Leah. Inside. Spinning one. It's no good. 13:38 left. Deering. Wide open. Knockdown. 3 good. Deering's up to 13. 8-point game. Here's Zach Leah. Inside. Carino's back out. Peters. Chaska playing on their heels a little bit here. Zach Leah harassed in the corner by Deering. Trying to get it loose. Here's Bjorklund, who's standing outside the arc. Now he takes it inside the paint, into the corner. Peters wants Carino's to slash. Now he dumps it inside. Parker Bjorklund goes up and an ugly looking shot, but he somehow got it to drop and is up to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, that's a matchup I like. You got Steele with 3 fouls. Yep. Parker, he can move around him. It looked like his hand got hit, and somehow the ball still goes in.
That up in the air didn't look like it was anywhere close.
Nope.
Now John Martins has it for Minnetonka, right side of us here. Martins back with it. Near side, kicks it off for Stafford. Severson, knockdown, 3 is good after a lot of contact before the shot. Whistle stayed in the ref's mouth. Deering getting away with a lot of contact on that last possession. 12:16 left. Nicholson inside, loses it momentarily, but he dumps it in. A kick ball violation against Minnetonka.
Yeah,
the Hawks ball.
Yeah, when Minnetonka, has played with good teams like they beat Edina, it's been the 3 ball. They just don't, even their bigs like to shoot 3s.
Bjorklund, 12:07 left. Inside, Nicholson. Spinning around against Severson. Can't get the initial shot to drop. Deering with a steal. Here comes Minnetonka. They've got numbers. Bjorklund tries to block a shot. He's called for a foul. Parker Bjorklund's 3rd foul of the night. Rarely do you see these Chaska guys get in foul trouble. Could get interesting if we do see that. Deering at the free throw line for 2. The first one is good.
Yeah, big couple minute stretch here. How do you weather the storm?
Yeah. Around the section, Shakopee down by 10 against, is that Edina? Yep. As Deering hits both free throws. .42-37. It's tightening up here. Zach Leah to Connor Carino's. They throw it out of bounds. Chaska ball. Deering's clapping right in their face. And it's a turnover. Minnetonka gets the ball back. Deering. Severson. 11:35 to go. Tonka with the ball. 5-point game. Severson. Chaska's fans into it. Martins. Chaska needs to get picked up here. Severson. Stutter step inside the lane. Hesitation. Loses the ball. Chaska looking for a steal. Foul call. It's going to go against Chaska.
Come on!
11:20 left.
Wow, I don't know where they got Cole on that one. Maybe Marcus Peters from behind, but wow.
It's number 3 on Nicholson. They've got down Bjorka and Nicholson with 3. So tables turn a little bit on that aspect. Severson, Stafford, 4-minute Tonka. A lot of contact down low. Eliason still going at it with Martins. Here's Stafford now. Cut down by Zach Leah as he tried to take the baseline. Severson pushes on for Deering. Back around up top for Stafford for Minnetonka. Deering, double team. They cut him off. Now he goes inside against Carino's from the elbow. It's no good. Leah comes away with it for Chaska. Peters all by himself. The 3 ball is missed way short. And Nicholson grabs the board offensively. Hawks still swinging it around. Marcus Peters with 10.5 left. This game heating up a little bit here. Nicholson down low, goes up, a lot of contact, counted in ball. I think the noise pretty much speaks for itself.
Absolutely. Cole's got to watch out. He's got 3 fouls. Can't take a technical. Can't. They're going back and forth, but how many times in a high school game will you see that? But that's a big bucket.
John Martin's really getting into it with the Chaska students. Nicholson to try to complete the 3-point play. Spins it around. He dribbles. It's up and it's good. 45-37. Minnetonka back with it. Stafford down low. Deering for 3 in the corner. No good. Chaska gets the rebound. It's poked loose and it's a foul. Going to go against Andy Stafford. .10:06 left. 45-37. High school basketball, nothing like it. Out of bounds, Minnetonka ball. Krinos couldn't handle a pass in front of his own students. Martins throws it in. The gym has really picked it up here. Props the Chaska students who've really shown out here tonight. Andy Stafford works it around for Minnetonka. Severson across for Martins. Martins yet to score tonight, as if you might not have picked up on that yet. Stafford from the corner, 3 ball. High arcing, no good, but a rebound. Over the back, Gavin Patton with 3 fouls. Gets the rebound to score.
Yeah, he was in position. Peters was facing the other way.
Krinos the Chaska. Brings it up. Stafford playing defense on him. Krinos blows by him. Now he gets locked back up again. Krinos spinning around. Gives it off. Nicholson. Chaska allowed Tonka to steal. Stafford down low. Floater. It's good. Timeout, Dana Coleman. Dana Coleman wants a timeout. They don't catch his timeout.
They'll get Leah back in the game.
Still far after. Zach Leah comes, hits on the bench, and what do you do? 4-point game. We're going to go to break. You're watching high school basketball.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program.
Here we are, back from Chaska High School. A great finish coming up. We're glad you've tuned in. Ryan Paul with you, Eric Croucher, my partner tonight. 9 minutes left. Lee inbounds for Eliason. Here come the Hawks. Bjorklund down low. Up off the glass. Foul. It's number 4. Number 31, Gavin Patton. Patton on the night, 4 points, pardon me. Here's Bjorkwood at the free throw line. After getting fouled on the shot, misses the first one. Bjorkwood's second one is up and good. John Martin's back into the game. Martin still yet to get a point on the score column tonight. Deering brings it down for the Skippers. 8:50 left. 46-41. Martins, Deering, working it around for the Skippers. Back up top to Andy Stafford. Here's Severson. Martins, Deering, inside, blocked by Eliason, but a foul. And Jalen Deering is grabbing that knee or his ankle.
He's got cramps. He's got cramps.
That's what it is.
You
can see it.
Yep, earlier.
You can see it. Yep. We're going to get a quick break as we go to timeout with a injury. Jalen Deering cramping up. He's going to be tended to. I guess we'll stay here. 8.5 left.
Yeah, you could see it earlier. He was trying to flex his legs a little bit right in front of us.
Okay. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching high school basketball.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
All right, we're back at a commercial break here. Jalen Deering has been escorted off the floor. It looks like he's cramping up. I think for the best of your estimation, that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's some extreme cramping where usually you can work it out a little bit, but I always say about cramping, once it starts, it doesn't stop.
Right.
And
after all that, it is going to be Cam Steele at the free throw line for Minnetonka.
yeah, you'll have Severson running the point here.
Yep. That would be a big blow if he stays out for any duration of time. 8.5 left. Gonna have quarterback playing guard for Minnetonka. Zach Leah pushes up ahead for Chaska. Connor Carino, as you mentioned, a winner in commercial break. Only 3 points tonight. Chaska not ahead by more. That could possibly be one of the reasons. Eliason. Back out for Bjorklund, or back out for Leah, pardon me. Now Nicholson spins around inside against Severson. Makes it look easy and goes to the hole for 2.
Yeah, that's twice now that Cole's felt that smaller guy on him and gone right at it.
Good job of Cole Nicholson sensing where he's at on the floor. Here's Steele. Martins. Stafford. Ball screen. Goes off. Zach Leah called for a block. Stafford went right into Zach Leah, and Leah fell down, but he's going to be called for a block.
Half a step short. I mean, wasn't 50-50 call.
Yep. Leah was hopping around a little bit. I think that might have been part of the reasoning.
Yep. He said it's obviously a charge.
Yep. Free throw missed with 7:45 left. Nicholson down for Chaska. Bjorklund back across for Leah. Now up top. Krinos for three. Nope. 7.5 left. Krinos starts to heat up. I think you can almost call it in. Traveling called. Not going to get away with that. Andy Stafford fell to the floor, but he traveled with it. And 7:25 left. It's going Chaska's way.
You know, the thing with Chaska, there's two guys that can take over a game and win you a game. Cole and Connor. Parker's a great ball player, but you know that 18 to 20 is about its extent. He had 24, I think, but yeah, I mean Connor, if he's hot, man, this team goes.
Moves a lot smoother. Eliason behind the back, hesitates, gives it off for Zach Leah. Now up for Nicholson against Severson. Throws it all the way across. Greeno's in the corner. Head fake. Dumps inside. Bjorklund. Under 7 left. Bjorklund mismatch down low, and he's called for a travel. It was poked out of his hands. And he recollected his dribble, and I think that's probably why it was called for a travel.
Yep.
I mean, it is why it was called for a travel. So Tonka with the ball. John Martin still a 0 to the pleasure of the Chaska students. O'Connor on the floor, averages less than a point per game this season. 0.8 to be exact. Stafford down low. Leah, a lot of contact, and Stafford's going to get bailed out. Looked like Leah might have got him upstairs, but still a bit of a tic-tac call if you ask anybody here.
Oh no, he called it on the arm. That was.
Oh, that was. If anything, that was on the floor.
Yep. He had the top of the ball. Yep.
Do we even need to commentate this game? I think the fans can do it for us.
Might be a little bias behind us,
Yeah.
but
Maybe you go over on that side. No, I'm just
yeah, I didn't. I mean, I saw a lot of body contact on the floor.
Yep.
It was he had the top of the ball. I didn't.
First free throw good by Stafford. Second one up in the air. It's up and it is good. Tonka within 3. 1 possession game for the first time in a while. Chaska's largest lead of the night. 18. Minnetonka led by 2. Back when it was 3-1. 6.5 left. Good finish coming up. Tell everybody you know. Tune in here. ChaskaBasketballReport.com as Nicholson takes it to the rack.
Well, Cole went right at it. He didn't wait for the double team to come to him. He got the ball and he went.
5-point game. Back to a 2-possession lead. Deering back on the floor. Looked like he's pretty well mobilized. Obviously, just a cramp, but it was pretty bad nevertheless. Matt Eliason boxes out. Rebound. Cam Steele misses badly. Steele only with 5 points tonight. Eliason a block. Steele with the board. Eliason and Steele really going at it. They've been going at it all night. Martins backs out. Severson, 3-ball. Ugly. Bjorklund got outdone for the rebound. Could have been a foul. Loose ball. This is getting ugly on the floor. Nicholson finally corrals for Chaska, and here they come. What a tough place to play. We even had Edina mention it on Twitter earlier this season. Head coach for them tweeted out at Chaska, what a great atmosphere. And now Connor Carino is called for a 10-second violation. Do you think that was 10 seconds? It must have been. Didn't seem like it.
I mean, if you start when there was 3 guys holding the ball maybe, but boy.
Oof. 5:25 left. I don't know.
He's been the best of the 3 referees, so we'll go with it. Yep, it was 10 seconds.
Sure. Steele inside, dishes into the corner for Severson. Deering, elevate, 3. Foul.
Holy moly.
What is this?
Away from the ball, they had Connor Carinos pushing off Cam Steele.
Man.
18 feet away from the basket.
5-point game. Cam Steele trying to cut into it. First one is good.
Yeah, the last 5 fouls have gone against Chaska here.
Yep.
I've seen a few things they could have called to Minnetonka to even it up, but it's going Minnetonka's way right now. In the lane.
Whistle, and he was in the lane, no shot.
Leah come back here with 4 fouls for the final 5:11.
5:11 left. Leah back onto the floor. Crosses over. Nicholson. Fake pass for Krinos. Zach Leah picks it up. Now gives it off for Krinos. Hesitates. Finds Nicholson now. Nicholson has it stolen away from him by Severson. That's number 4 on Cole Nicholson. Severson poked it away from him, and Nicholson reached for it. Number 4 on Cole Nicholson. You got to be careful now. That's the lifeline.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 fouls haven't been defending. 1 offensive and 2 away from the ball, unfortunately, for Cole.
Free throw from Severson is no good. Second one, up and no good. Nicholson the board. 4 fouls against Nicholson. Krinos up ahead now for Chaska. Bjorklund. Inside, takes a couple steps, gets it to fall. Left-handed shot from Bjorklund is good. Timeout on the floor. Dana Coleman wants a break. He's lit up. We're going to take a quick timeout. Anything to say before we go to break? No?
Wow.
Yeah. That's all we got. Hope you come back. We got a good finish coming up here from Chaska High School.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Here we are, back from Chaska High School. Coming off of the Chaska bucket, Minnetonka has it. Jalen Deering pushes ahead for the Hawks. They give it down low for Martin's offensive foul. That's going to light everybody up. We'll let the crowd do the talking for us. John Martin's called for the offensive foul. The Chaska students have been going at him all game. He hasn't scored yet. And he's public enemy number 1 right now. 4:10 left. Zach Leah for the Hawks. Guarded by Deering. He blows by him, gives it off. Bounce pass for Bjorklund. Up off the glass. No good. Martin's the board. On an offensive foul. Number 5, it's going to go against Patton. Nope. Gavin Patton, and Deering is back down on the floor. Is that Patton?
No, Patton's 5th foul.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 5 on Gavin Patton, and Jalen Deering is back down on the baseline. Similar spot as to where he was injured earlier in the game.
Yeah, those cramps, it's one of those things where you jump and you come down and land on it. That's...
Yeah. It looks like it's in his calf. He's got some tape on it.
Yep.
And that is what it is. Certified athletic trainer Nicole Anderson is going to help him out, as well as Minnetonka athletic trainer Molly Yokil.
Are they really certified athletic trainers?
Eric Sugarman?
Yep.
Chanhassen resident, I'll have you know. Eric Sugarman.
Yep. Incredible spot here for Riley O'Connor. Minnetonka sophomore in the game here. Again, he's averaging less than 1 point a game. Doesn't play most games. A lot of confidence in him over an AJ Tolliver. Haven't seen anything from Ben Holmeister after he had 2 3-pointers.
Yep.
They're going smaller.
Chaska now. Nicholson with 4 fouls is on the floor. 3:47 left. Matt Eliason, bounce pass. Bjorkman almost let it go out of bounds. Keeps it in though. Connor Krinos tugs it away from O'Connor. Gives it back up top for Leah. They're going to slow it up. 3.5 left almost. Leah off for Eliason to the corner for Krinos. Nicholson inside. Eliason from Nicholson. Yes, sir! Eliason off the glass. Spun it right in.
Don't you just feel good when that kid makes a bucket?
Yep. Eliason on the year averages just over 5 a game. Got a season high 11 versus Richfield a couple weeks ago.
And plays about 34 minutes.
Yep. But he does his job. He knows what his job is, and he does it really effectively. Somebody blew a tire out of the floor. And I think I don't know whose shoe it is.
Riley O'Connor.
O'Connor's without a shoe right now. He's playing with a sock on one foot. Krinos almost spun one in. It rimmed just in and out. He had a timeout on the floor. And we're going to get a timeout. It's an official timeout. But Ryan Freeberg, they called it the whistle blew to get his shoe back on. Ryan Freeberg's Minnetonka Skippers want a fast break, and he's not happy about it.
And now they can get an offense for defense for Chaska here.
Well, O'Connor's shoe has been reapplied to his foot.
Got 0 points.
Severson on the other side of us. John Martins catches that inbound pass back around for Severson now. Stafford back on for Cam Steele. Here's Andy Stafford now. Drives inside. He needs to do something with it. Kicks it out for Severson. Spencer Getz doing some good job defensively down low against Stafford. Now Martins is hurt, and a 3-ball from Stafford is off. Tucker to work with the rebound. John Martins is hobbling around on the floor.
Yeah, and what got Minnetonka into the game was a 3-ball, and right now you're sitting there. Deering's on the sidelines.
He's still getting stretched out over there. He's not even on the bench. Krinos with a shimmy. Works off now. Eliason with 2:07 left. Chaska will get Eden Prairie. That one is pretty much a done deal. It's closer to a 30-point game on Eden Prairie leading Chanhassen right now.
Here's where you got to kill clock. You don't even need to shoot until they foul you.
Right. A little bit of Hopkins action in the state championship game a couple years ago, was that?
Yeah.
3 overtimes. Timeout on the floor. Dana Coleman wants a break with 54-46 score. One more timeout here, under 2 minutes to play. We'll be right back. You're watching Section 2 4A high school quarterfinal basketball.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Here we go, 1:47 left. Eden Prairie is officially downed Chanhassen, it would appear, according to my sources. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, that one's over. Dinos won 77-58 over Shakopee.
Okay. Chaska just killing clock here, so we're able to get you some updates.
We got a tie game, Jefferson and Prior Lake. 3 minutes to go.
Minnetonka gets a steal with 1:22 left. O'Connor's free ball is blocked by Bjorkman, and he hacks him. O'Connor, an impulse foul right in front of us.
Yeah, I talked about a couple minutes ago, Riley O'Connor under 1 point a game, and now he's taken two of the last 3 shots from Minnetonka. That's, you talked about Matt Eliason understanding his role, and that's not what they needed right now. Somebody had to shoot, though, I guess.
Yep.
8 points under 90 seconds.
Parker Bjorko to the free throw line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. First one is no good, so Minnetonka gets it back. Here's Martins inside against Bjorklund, and it's no good, but it's a foul against Parker Bjorklund. With 1:05 left, Bjorklund fouls Martins.
Yeah, and that's a good foul. I mean, I know Parker has 4 fouls now, but John Martins is not a jump shooter.
Right.
His points come at the basket, so make him make 2 free throws late in the game here.
2 free throws for him, a chance for his first points of the night. Chaska does not want to allow that to happen. And the first one is up and good.
He's got one! He's got one!
1:05 left. Martins. It's up and good. So a 54-48 game. Graham Imms into the game. Another 0.8 point per game scorer. The junior 6'2 forward, Freeberg dipping deep into his bench.
Well, at this point, you're fouling, and you don't want guys that have 3-4 fouls to pick him up. So
Jalen Deering's still over there. He's not even on the bench. He's still getting worked out on that cramp.
yeah, and it's tough to see because
Right.
they were really rolling, and he is the guy to get this team going.
Yep. Zach Lee is at the free throw line for 2. He sinks the first one. This one is pretty close. Winner of this game will get Eden Prairie on Wednesday night. Location unknown at the time is leaning towards Jefferson. Assuming Jefferson loses, I know you had an update from that game.
Yeah, that one was tied at 52 with 3 minutes to go. So
Okay. Cam Steele streaks to the hole, but Matt Eliason grabs it and Chaska comes away. Skippers can't foul. Zach Lee runs away from them all. He's avoiding everybody. Minnetonka can't foul. Now he finally gets it away. It almost took him 15 seconds to get a foul on Zach Lee. He scampered all the way around the floor. And now we'll get 2 free throws.
very elusive.
Yeah. Lee is good for the first one. Second free throw, 43.3 left. Section quarterfinal, the second one is good. 10-point game, Chaska, all they have to do is let this run out. Minnetonka.
Go ahead.
Nope.
No problem. Prior Lake up 3 with a minute 37 to go.
So as you say, it would be if Chaska, as Minnetonka's fouled down low, so 2 free throws coming up. Foul, it's on Bjorko, that's number 5. Bjorko will exit tonight with 18 points. And the fans will begin to exit before Minnetonka's side. If Jefferson loses tonight, the semifinals will be played at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Saturday at Jefferson High School.
Yep.
If Jefferson loses, it would go to Edina High School, or Edina Community Center.
Prior Lake.
And Prior Lake wins. I don't know. It's a whole mess. You go ahead. Our table's falling off. All the students are jumping around.
Pretty much the teams we're looking at is Chaska and Jefferson.
Right.
You know, if Chaska wins, obviously it's not going to be here because there'll be a lower seed with the EP. The reason why is that EP and Prior Lake can't host on Saturday.
Right. Don't have gym space.
Yep.
Martin's 2 for 2 on free throws on that trip. Back to an 8-point game. Minnetonka's still going to try to apply some pressure. Zach Lee calls his last timeout. Good timeout by the sophomore.
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't get it in.
Yeah, understand when you're taking the ball out that you've got to count to 4 and then take the time out.
Yep. 34.7 left to go. We were talking as we might have mentioned, Minnetonka, or pardon me, Prior Lake and Eden Prairie, both the 1 and 2 seeds, cannot host semifinal games their gyms were unavailable. Now, however the heck that worked out, don't ask me. But we've got so now we've got a neutral site issue where the visiting team technically can't host because now in Section 2-4A that is no longer that all games are played at Hopkins.
Yep.
Now it's at the highest remaining seed hosts a doubleheader.
Yep.
So a little bit of differences going on this year.
Yeah, and Edina being the 3, they could not host Prior Lake.
Right.
So that negates that. John Summer, Chaska AD, is the rep, so go where you're comfortable, right? Metro West Conference.
Chaska, though, not exactly had the greatest of success in that gym. They've struggled against Jefferson the last couple of years, and, it's not exactly a player favorite. I've talked to some players. They say the court isn't that great, the rims aren't that great. It's just a weird court. I know a lot of people say this Chaska High School is one of their favorite gyms in the state, and I have to attest for that.
Yeah, I mean, I always love the lower bowl, where you walk in from up top and come down.
Yep.
It really, and here, look at these guys are 2 feet away from the court.
Right.
You go to Jefferson, there's a gate.
There's a gate.
Oh, God.
Well, that's looking like where we're going to be. Chaska runs the reverse inbound play where they inbound it out of bounds. The young toddler almost gets nailed on the baseline, but she avoids it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're Chaska and you don't like Jefferson, well, EP's a shooting team, so maybe that works to their advantage.
Zach Lee on the baseline. Looks for something. Gives it to Nicholson. 30 seconds left, and he's hacked. This one's going to be a long time before this one's over, I have a feeling. I don't think Freeburg's going to give up just yet.
No, I mean, this is your playoff life, and, so, I think with Chaska is getting that ball inbounds. They have no timeouts left, so they have to throw the ball in.
Right.
And they got to hit free throws.
Yep. 8-point game with 32 ticks left. Hawks and Skippers doing battle in this quarterfinal matchup. Nicholson sinks the first free throw. Pulling Chaska away. We're going to see Stafford, Martins, and who is that? That's number 24, Cam Steele. All back into the game for 32 seconds, presumably. The second free throw up and no good. 9-point game, 30 seconds left. Kuchansky here to stand clean here.
Yep, don't foul. That's way long.
An NBA 3, I don't know what that was. The NBA 3, it was literally a volleyball line 3, if you're familiar. A volleyball line 3 from Cam Steele. He shot it right across the timeline. Missed badly. And then they finally got a rebound. It almost looked like it was a pass.
Yeah, Andy Stafford, he's got all 11 points in the second half. He's been the kid can jump. He's very, very agile, and he's been around the basket a lot, so he's been a nice spark plug for them.
The clock you're seeing on your screen is a timeout clock, where you just have a live feed of the scoreboard here because we can't do video. So
20 seconds.
They have a timeout clock, yeah.
Yeah, and for Chaska here, the second half, I mean, how have they done it? Real balanced here. Bjorklund has 7.5, 18 for the game. Leah, after a strong first half, he's got 13, 7 in this half. Cole Nicholson's brought it with a couple big baskets. He's got 8.5, 18 for the game. So, between those 3 guys, they've really held this team together. Parker and Cole really had some big buckets right when Minnetonka would get the lead down to 3, 4, 5 points.
Chaska, Zach Lee, the sophomore, has 13 points tonight. That's 2 points shy of a season high. He had 15 against Shakopee earlier this year. He had 13 against Benilde just a couple weeks ago. But the sophomore, he's up and down this year. He kind of, he's some clock, a lot of clock, some clock. He started here the last part of the season towards down the stretch of the Metro West Conference, and he's showing he can perform here tonight at 13 points, is second highest on the team.
I thought Coach Coleman did a nice job. Didn't put too much pressure on him early on.
I agree. Nicholson's hacked once again by Riley O'Connor. 19 seconds left, and we're playing the offensive-defensive game with substitutions, and Nicholson's got 2 free throws. You know how it goes, basketball fans.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Zach is he's got good physical tools. He's not a skinny little kid, and he plays tougher than, his age. And so, he's a kid that you can count on here in the postseason, even though he's playing his first year of varsity basketball.
I saw a little time last year down the stretch, but nothing considerable. 60-52. Nicholson's free throw would put him up to 20. Got it. And it's a 61-52 lead. Nicholson, 20 points in all but 7 games this year. He had 20 points in the first 8 games of the season. And John Martins comes out of the woodwork, gets an and one. He didn't do that all game, and now with 15 seconds left when they don't really need it anymore, when he decides to go to the hole and three-point play.
Well, he had number 3 on him that time, not Matt Eliason. Matt Eliason has done a phenomenal job. Martins is not a big shooter.
Nope.
But he uses his body well, and when you can't move, it makes your game a lot tougher.
Nicholson murdered once again. Nicholson's going to reach his season high in free throw attempts this year. Looking up there, I see Ryan James is here tonight. Good to see some press coverage here at North Star Hoops. I know you do a great job. Check out Eric's stuff, Chaska Herald, Chanhassen Villager, all these Southwest Metro papers. Follow him on Twitter at Chan Chaska Sport. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's fun to see the other guys. The non-newspaper type.
Right.
They work hard too.
Yep.
They're not making any money off of this bad boy. They do it for the love of the game.
Right.
I was talking with Chuck Thompson. He's on the girls' side. The State High School League doesn't want to, give him media credentials.
That's unfortunate.
He's there every night almost. So.
Yeah, Ryan James. He's a Gophers reporter and also a writer for the North Star Hoops Report, which is a high school Minnesota report. John Martin just showed up too late. He's got another bucket down at the other end. And if you're Ryan Freeberg, I don't know what you do except shake your head at him.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where was this earlier, like you said, and and Ryan James is also a former Minnetonka assistant coach.
That's right, yes. I was going to mention that.
He used to coach with Tom Dasovich, the Lakeville South AD now.
Yep.
Knows his stuff a lot.
He's a big basketball guy. Every night he's in the gym. I know he's a school teacher too and works hard. Loves what he does. So love to see people like that who come out and support these kids and do all that they can keep these prep hoops where they need to be at top.
Yeah, it looks like Prior Lake did hold on to beat Bloomington Jefferson.
Okay.
Scrolling through my feed here, it was a 7-point game late, so 64-57 Prior Lake.
Final.
So we will be going.
To Jefferson on Saturday.
1 and 3 o'clock. The first game will be Chaska, I assume here.
Yep.
And Eden Prairie.
Well, with 6 seconds left, Chaska's going to get an inbound, and I can't imagine Jefferson's getting anything less than foul. 6 seconds left, they get it in. Nicholson, not fouled. They're going to let it go. 3 seconds left, and it's over. The Chaska Hawks are moving on. We'll see you Saturday afternoon from Jefferson High School as the number 4-seeded Chaska Hawks advance to play the number 1-seeded Eden Prairie Eagles.
Yeah, it'll be a good matchup. We saw it in, one of those things we saw in December. I think Chaska had come off some emotional wins over Edina, Lakeville North, and here they were facing another number 1 team, and they gave it everything they had. Eden Prairie's ability to shoot from the outside really was the difference in that game. Nobody got truly hot for Chaska. Chaska's going to need the 3-ball a lot more in that game. When they've been able to play with the big boys, the Krenoses, Cole. Cole didn't. I don't think Cole took a 3-pointer today.
Yep.
It's one of those things where one of those two guys got to get hot to beat a team like that, because Eden Prairie can put some points on the board.
Well, Minnetonka bounced for the second year in a row in the section quarterfinal. They lost last year in double overtime against Eden Prairie. The final score on that one was 78-74. Not so close this year. Chaska downs the Skippers and ends their season. The Skippers finish overall 14-13 on the season. And Chaska moves on to play Saturday. Their season record advances up to 20-7.
Did you have them at 20 wins this year?
Chaska?
Be honest.
You know what? I low key I did. I think.
You know what? There was that. I think the Czar came up with a thing. He was 6th or something.
Yeah.
Or 7th, and you were on him pretty good. So maybe you did have.
Yeah. If you, I don't know if it's still on the website. I had a season preview article, and I think I predicted almost every section in or non-conference. I think I predicted almost every game this year, except for the Cooper games. I'll step up to that, but I don't think anybody.
Nope.
And Jefferson maybe, but so Chaska, nevertheless, Chaska advances to play Saturday at 1 p.m. against against Eden Prairie, and that'll be at 1 p.m. at Jefferson High School. The other semifinal will follow that one at 3 p.m. That'll be Edina and Prior Lake. Winner of those two games will play on the 16th at the home court of that team at a 7 o'clock section final game with a chance to go on to the state tournament later this month. Eric, final thoughts before we sign off here tonight?
This is one of the best sections for basketball in the state.
Indeed.
Those semifinals, you get Edina with Anders Nelson, their ability to shoot from the 3 versus Prior Lake and their bigs. What a contrasting style there. You get a Chaska team that can win a lot of ball games because of its defense. It's going to be tested by one of the top teams in the state of Minnesota.
Yep.
If you're a basketball fan, head to Bloomington Jefferson on Saturday. Buy popcorn, man.
Yep. Well,
that's gonna be fantastic.
We'll see you at 1 o'clock on Saturday from Jefferson. There is a chance we will bring you the later game as well, Edina and Prior Lake. We're still working some details out about that, but we will for sure bring you coverage of the section semifinal on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks, for my entire crew here at the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We live to see another day in this 2018 season. For Eric Croucher, I'm Ryan Paul saying so long. The Hawks move on. We'll see you Saturday. Have a good night, folks. Soar Hawks.